Buckle up, because this courtroom drama unfolds like a cautionary tale in slow motion. We're stepping into the world of Mr. Jenkins, a young man whose story is equal parts tragic, infuriating, and eerily relatable. With 4 previous charges, including reckless driving and not one but 2 terroristic threats, he's now back in court facing yet another round of judgment. His father flew in from overseas to support him. His family, done. The judge, out of patience. And Jenkins still believes success is one sales pitch away. But here's the question: is he really misunderstood, or just a master manipulator? Stick around, because what happens next will test the very limits of redemption, accountability, and family ties. Let's get into it.
Problem is now you're stuck because the bonds are high. Your dad is here, which is great because it shows support. But the problem is, if I let you out, are you going to pick up a 5th case?
No, sir.
Well, I know you're going to say no. You said that the first 4 times. The only way I really get to know you is how you look on paper, because that tells me who you are. When you tell me...
This moment right here is where the judge lays it all bare. 4 prior chances, each ending in another arrest. And now the possibility of a 5th. The emotional weight in the courtroom is palpable. You can hear the disbelief in the judge's voice. You said that the first 4 times. It's not just legal fatigue, it's human exhaustion. The question we all need to ask: when do second chances become societal risks? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you trust him out on bail after this?
I told you that. So I get that you feel like, and you look but are we really supposed to keep doing this? So who is the first terroristic threat?
The first terroristic threat was brother.
Who's the second one?
Second one is a manager at a gym.
Here's what I would like to do. I would like to have him TRAS to see how we go forward, because I just don't know. A TRAS is an evaluation where we have clinicians talk to him and see. They ask him all kinds of questions about his life, about his history, any drug history, living situation. They ask, and they determine okay, this person may need treatment. This person may not need as intensive in treatment to where he can be on the outside and doing it. I don't know how to go forward, but it scares me because I don't want him to pick up a 5th case. I don't know what he's doing in life. Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
How do I know that? Just, you're headed nowhere quick. And we don't want to see that. We don't want you to end up as a statistic. Sure.
I've been trying very, very hard to get a startup in sales, because I want to do sales. That's the best way for me to go without having a degree, because I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And so doing independent contractor work, it allows me to be able to make money, on my own time, and then invest into what I want to invest into on the side. Because I don't believe that working a job for the rest of my life is a way for me to live my life. And I agree with you that I keep on catching cases, but it's not because I want to start trouble. It's just because I have too much time on my hands, and the things that I want to get started, I haven't gotten started yet because I procrastinate a lot. I know that I do that, but it's not because I can't control myself. I have a lot of self-control, and if you let me be free, it's
Terroristic
not.
threat says the otherwise. A terroristic threat says that when you get angry, you pop off and you have no self-control and you start throwing out threats, right? Without, that says no self-control.
Well, I would say, Judge, on that one, just this is at a gym, but there was also a basketball game that had just happened. So it's important. And the reason why I brought up the evidence, because, there's 2 sides of the story. And so I just needed to verify.
I always, right.
We understand that. I just want him to know that, we're advocating for him as well, that we are doing the investigation. And I worry that if he just signs to get out, that it.
Let's talk about this defense. Once I have money, I'll be like I'm on the best medication ever. That line alone could fuel 100 debates. Jenkins is essentially saying that his legal troubles stem not from malice, but from poverty. But here's the harsh truth. Poverty explains struggle. It doesn't justify threats. There are thousands of people broke, tired, and hustling who don't end up in front of a judge for making terroristic threats. So what do you think? Is this a cry for help or an excuse in disguise?
Street, they'll eat you alive.
Well, I was
The only
thinking
way that I would even...
I have family on the outside.
But if they're not going to take you,
That's not
it's a
fair
problem.
to have me in jail because I had a place to stay and now I don't because I was in jail. Being in jail is not the place for me. The only way to elevate my life.
4 different chances, Mr. Jenkins.
I wasn't in jail before those chances. I've been in jail now, so I understand my consequences more. That's what jail is for, to learn your lesson.
You live across the country, or
Yeah, I've been living in Europe for the last 6 months. So I took an assignment in Europe.
Who else? Is there anyone here that's willing to take Mr. Jenkins in?
Well, he's crossing the bridge with everyone in the family.
He's burned it. God dog it. You know, it's never good to burn a bridge because you never know when you need to cross it. When you act like an a-hole to everybody and you shut everybody out, this is the exact example of why you don't do that.
This part stings. The judge is brutally honest. You've burned every bridge, God dog it, and you can feel it. No one from Jenkins' family is willing to vouch for him, not even his own father. That's more than just legal trouble, that's emotional bankruptcy. In court, your record follows you, but in life, it's your relationships. And when those are gone, you're not just facing a sentence, you're facing isolation. Let us know, is family obligation unconditional or is there a breaking point?
Not to make anymore.
Let this be a lesson.
If I'm able to go through the MAC judge and find some kind of social program, and work that way and provide evidence to the court that they can house him.
My parents will help me find a homeless shelter. They'll help me find a homeless shelter to stay at. Like they did that before.
I just don't want to be in.
Really?
He burned every bridge. He has I have 6 boys and he's number 5. His auntie, his grandmother, and he shoots everybody's bad. So
I've stayed in a homeless shelter before and I've done well in a homeless shelter. I was able to take care of myself and function into homeless shelter, and they helped me find a homeless shelter so I can find a place to live. But if I'm in jail, my life gets worse. And
I know you're desperate to get out, but I don't understand what could have been so bad that you burned so many bridges with damn near everybody in your family. What the hell happened, man?
I started.
You know?
Just reflect on that. Don't answer.
I mean,
I view that evaluation would be great. Because he was evaluated before and he was medicated, but he refused to take his medication.
that's big. You know, the problem is, Mr. Jenkins, is that you get a lot of people here that they're supposed to take medication, right? And they start to take it and things go great. The problem is that things do go great when you take your medication. And a lot of people say, you know what? I don't need this anymore. I'm doing great. And when they stop taking it, everything turns right back into scheisse. You know, that's the problem. When you're taking your medication, things go great. You must continue to take it.
Can I say something? The medication.
Not talk about the cases.
I know, I'm talking about the medications. The medications, they were making me drowsy. So I was in process of getting on new medications that were uppers and not downers because at the time I didn't have a car. So I was going through a lot more shit. So it's the same position I'm going to be in now. So I know that's not a good argument. But finding a medication that has me up instead of down so that I can function and find a job and make money. Because really, it's not my life is bad and I'm going through what I'm going through because I'm not where I want to be in life. I don't have any money and I can't take care of myself because of that. So that causes a lot of mental illness. That's what you can call it, mental illness, but it's really just going through life and having stress going through life. That's the problem I'm dealing with, not having any money. So once I have money, you'll see a completely change. It'll be like I'm on the best medication ever once I have money.
Do you think that me just letting you out, poof, you're going to get money?
I'm not saying that, but I can show you by going to the therapies and the classes that I'm doing better. And
Now we're diving into the mental health angle, and this is where things get murky. Jenkins admits he refused to take his prescribed meds because they made him drowsy. He wanted something uplifting so he could work. That might sound reasonable until you remember the stakes. 2 terroristic threats. He's pitching self-help like it's Shark Tank, but the court isn't buying it. Here's the bottom line. Mental health needs responsibility, not rationalization. Taking half your meds doesn't cut it when lives and safety are on the line.
I will research through the program.
No. But also perhaps if you can try to make a good faith effort to reach out to the family, see if anyone, I'm happy to talk to them too, to try to help convince, to see if they'll.
We speak extensively, but yes, sir.
So we're talking to have him sit the Job Corps. So there's a Job Corps at St. Marcus that he qualifies for because he doesn't have any felony. So he can go to Job Corps, learn a trade, and stay up there if he's willing to do that.
Problem is he going to do it?
Right.
Yes, sir. I will
Willing to
do it.
though.
I'm very
If you're in
willing.
jail, everybody will say anything just to get out of jail. And then when you get out there, though, what's really going to happen?
I don't have a car, so I need to find a way to support me. So any job right now is a good opportunity for me because I have to save up to get a car to take care
Mr.
of
Jenkins,
myself.
Mr. Jenkins, where is Job Corps? Is it just in San Marcos? There's nothing
We have
here?
some other ones, but that's the closest one.
Because what I'm thinking is that we could probably do something to try to resolve these cases and perhaps make that a condition that he does Job Corps.
Is it possible that the court could order that as a, well, I'll discuss it whenever we.
Right. I would say that we do it as part of perhaps some kind of global agreement where, first have him TRAS, let's see what they say, and then perhaps we make it a condition that he does Job Corps. If it's in San Marcos, I have an issue because I don't know how we can supervise it, right? But if there's something here, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll just lay
There's
on.
something closer.
Are we referred, or is that 12 months so you get your exit?
Can you try
Class
that?
B, not a class two.
First have him TRAS,
Sure.
see what they say, come back on Monday or probably Tuesday or Wednesday. This is because we got to give it a couple days.
You need a drug test too? A drug test?
He'll be clean now. He's been in custody.
However, Mr. Jenkins was asking me about a time served. And so he has 2 months of credit since he's been in, I guess, totaling the previous attorney that was on the case and then my time with him. And then.
Time served just to get out, right?
But time
Yes or
served
no?
because
Yes or no?
Just to get out. Just to get out.
I don't just want to get out. I feel like I learned my lesson. When I committed the crime at first, I didn't know that I would be charged with anything. I didn't know that I would be sitting in jail, but now I know that I have consequences for my actions. I can go about my life differently. I feel like I learned my lesson.
So why not probation? Probation if you complete it.
Because I feel
Yeah.
like
Well, I
Deferred is a type of probation that if you complete it, you don't have a conviction.
because I feel like probation, you're not really free. A lot of people go on probation and they're back in jail because
The only reason they would be in jail is because they don't comply. We don't put people in jail for shits and giggles, man. You have rules that you have to follow. When you follow rules, when you follow the rules and when you do what you're supposed to do, good things happen. And the good thing with you is if you complete it and they end up not as convictions, you may be able to seal it in the future so that no one sees it. Well, the general public at least, but you just pleading guilty, you will now end up with a third conviction. And they're dangerous convictions, right? They're terroristic threats. What do you think future employers, people who want to give you a job, people who want you to stay at a shelter, they're not going to let you stay with these kind of priors, man. Every time you pick up a case, it's going to hurt you in a certain way. It may not be now. It may not be tomorrow. It may be in 2 years when you least expect it and when you really need whatever you're trying to do.
the reason I want to get time served is because I don't believe I'll be picking up another case. I know how to not pick up case. I know how to not break the law.
If I were to let you out today, would you do the deferred?
Yeah, I would, but I'm asking to have a
Have the
different
same
option.
thing. If I give you the deferred today, I'm going to let you out. If you take the time served, you will also get out.
Yes.
Either way, you will get out today.
Okay. If I had a decision between the two, I would take time served.
You wouldn't want the probation to try to keep it off your record?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I have to come in here. We have all the time served.
Huh?
We have all the time served.
He's probably got enough back time regardless.
Okay.
So, how much back time does he got? Please.
He has 69 days, or Blake Jenkins.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, 69.
Being short-sighted and not considering your future can really hurt you, Mr.
I
Chairman.
am considering my
Let him
future.
finish, bro. Please, Mr. Judge.
I am considering my future. I know exactly what I'm gonna do when I get out. I have the whole entire plan. I already told you that I want to do solar sales, and to get a job in solar sales, I'm pretty sure that these convictions won't hurt my chances of getting on a team. So that's why I'm not too worried about the convictions. And I know that I'm not gonna pick up any more convictions.
I'm okay offering him the deferred and letting him out.
I know,
Giving him a PR bond so he can try to complete the deferreds. I'm okay giving you a PR bond today to give you the chance to finish or try to do this probation to keep it off your record. I
But
will
not
give
time
it
served.
either way. If you want the time served, you can have it. It's on you. But once you get that conviction, there's no turning back.
I understand. And then I'll be let out today if I do the time served.
I'm going to let you out either way. But I'm telling you, it's a bad idea to do the time served. And I think that it's a better idea for you to do the deferred adjudication, probation, to try to keep it off your record.
I'd rather do the time served, sir.
Okay?
I mean, there,
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink, as the saying goes.
just for the record, Judge, the reason why I said it's a deferred, because the probation was interpreted as one way for him. I told him about the
This decision is make or break, time served or deferred adjudication. The judge pleads with him, take the deferred, keep it off your record. But Jenkins, he wants out today, even if it means a permanent third conviction. That's what we call short-term thinking with lifelong consequences. One route offers freedom and a clean slate. The other, freedom with a shadow. So tell us, if you were in his shoes, would you wait and wipe the slate clean or walk today with a stain that never leaves?
People,
At a gym, Your Honor.
say it again?
He was at a gym. It's
At a gym. Okay, so both are just random.
The first character corrupt any member was his brother. So it's class A. Second one.
Which one are you dismissing
Class A.
against the household?
Yeah, it's not.
You need to understand that if you continue with the same course of conduct within a certain amount of time, they can also hit you with a felony. You could potentially be looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. So I will do whatever you want to do, Mr. Jenkins. If you want to do the probation, which I think what you should do to try to keep it off your record, I'll take off all the fees. You won't owe any money. Is it 2 classes?
Yes, sir.
Just 2 classes? And that's it.
For a year?
I'll take you off early. You know, if you do well, after some time, show me that you're not using any dope or alcohol, I'll take you off early.
Time served.
Okay? I don't agree with what you're doing today, but far be it for me to really tell you what to do. The only other thing that I'm going to try to counsel you on is it really, really sucks that you have somehow alienated everyone that cares for you in your life. Your father, you know, when he was here the other day, you know, there was no one that was willing to take you in. That really sucks. If I were you, I would try to do anything and everything possible to try to mend those relationships, because on your own, at your age, with no education, no job, no money, there's only so far you can get in life. That's why you have parents. That's why you have family to kind of help you out when you're down. But when you alienate them by continually doing things to mess up the relationship, that it's not good. When you get out, try to mend those relationships so that they can somehow be back in your life and use them as a positive, role model, or try to get some help. Tell them that you need help so that they will help you or somehow, but mend that relationship because it's going to kill you. The last thing we want to see is you going out there becoming so desperate. You do something that lands you with a felony or you're looking at 25 to life. Really, life's too short to spend. You now stand charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. The agreement that you have worked out is they're going to dismiss one of those terroristic threats in exchange for your plea on the other one. The agreement is 180 days in jail, credit for the 71 days that 69, right?
One case was 71, the other one was 69.
Do you want me to put, is this against the advice of counsel, or what do you think?
Well, Judge, I just wanted to put that we had, I can suggest, I told him how this would, one thing I did want to put, for you to explain to him is this cannot be expunged off his record. He had a question about that. I told him it could not be.
I've been continually telling you, when you plead guilty, it goes on your record and it will be a conviction for life. You can never take this off. You can never buyer's remorse saying, hey, you know what, I want to return this because I don't like it. It's not targeted. You sure you want to do this?
Sorry. And yeah, it was against our recommendation.
I am willing to let you out today to do the probation to keep it off your record. No. Right. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. There's no turning around and fighting this. You also need to understand that from now on, any new cases that you pick up, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Also, you have no one in this life that is going to bond you out. So when you get out there, if you make a boneheaded decision, you will be stuck like Chuck, like you see now. So make good decisions. If you want anything, come back. I have Shatori here, who's amazing that we can get you resources, place to stay, food to eat, a tablet, a cell phone. If you want something, come back and we can help you out. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Or how do you plead, Mr. Jenkins? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
And just like that, Mr. Jenkins chooses the conviction. A lifetime record over the chance to start fresh. The judge, frustrated but fair. The courtroom, drained. What started as a plea for change ends with yet another missed opportunity. This case raises big questions about the justice system, personal accountability, and the thin line between redemption and repeat offenses. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Until next time, stay smart, stay sharp, and stay out of trouble.